infantry in the town of Walle with mechanized sections in surrounding towns, possibly mechanized platoon to the north of Bergen. They have moderate capabilities, well-armed Russian regulars, QRF possible, likely to be sluggish. However, most dangerous course of action will be they might be rapid, getting there in 20 minutes. We are one understrength company of British paras, formed up on the map as you can see. Our mission is to destroy the fuel and ammunition trucks that are currently stopped in Walle. Execution of this will be as follows. On start, the platoons will obviously move up to their form-up points, get sorted out. While it's going on, the recce group will push forward. They have general freedom of movement around Walle. They're going to be looking out for enemy patrols, especially with the locations of the enemy trucks. They're going to be passing that information up to company, and obviously that will be passed down to the platoons. The platoons, once they're formed up and ready to go, will push out to their initial markers, passing through phase line Glenlivet. Once that's done, they will reach their initial markers. They're then going to hold there. Two platoon will then engage in taking objective Teapot, at the same time also putting a security element to the north to hold down the MSR and the ASR at that T-junction, that crossroads there, to prevent any enemy QRF coming in. One platoon will hold at the tree line, engage enemy forces, support two platoon while they take objective Teapot. Once objective Teapot is taken, two platoon will then provide a base of fire into the town, suppressing any enemies and hopefully drawing them out. Once that's done, one platoon will then begin its assault south to north into Walle. They will overwhelm any enemy forces, engage and destroy trucks as they see fit, and hopefully destroy all enemy convoys that are stationed in there. Once that's done, withdrawal plan will be fairly simple. We'll have the assault element push retreat from Walle. They'll push back to phase line Glenlivet. We'll then withdraw the supporting elements and then withdraw the security elements. I've just forgotten one thing about one platoon. Once they're pushing forward, they will also place a security element to the south, as already marked, to cover MSI McCallan again, to cut off any enemy forces retreating out of the area, or to prevent any QRF coming from the south. Let's see, service and support, none. Medical, because this is going to be very rapid, we wish to avoid the enemy QRFs coming in as fast as possible. We want to not get bogged down too many with casualties. So the situation will be, if you take casualties, squad leaders, you need to stabilize the casualties, leave a security element of 1 or 2, pass that up to your platoon leader, who will then pass it on to the company net, and then you just to push on and keep going on with the assault. The wounded will then be left there, and we will have the Koi Sergeant Major come in with a Casovac detail, and he will deal with the casualties as he sees fit at that time. But do not get bogged down dealing with casualties on the ground. We have to keep the assault rolling. Timings, pretty much, we're going to have the recce step off immediately. 2 platoon will set off T+10. 1 platoon will set off T+12. Aside from that, timings are probably going to be fairly provisional after that, just enemy action. We anticipate about 20 minutes to get to our positions and probably another 20 minutes to engage the enemy and overwhelm Walle. I think that's it. Comsig will be by the Comsig card. It's fairly simple. Obviously, channel 1 for 1 platoon, channel 2 for 2 platoon, Coinet on channel 3. All platoon leaders have their own radios, all section leaders have their own radios, so we don't need to faff around with RTOs. Obviously, the platoon RTOs were going to be on the company net. I have 2 RTOs, so I will probably have 1 RTO roaming. The other RTO will obviously be on my company net, so if you need to reach me, I'll be there. Koi CCP is marked now. T-Hawk, is that okay?
Yeah, no, I just put it down myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right,
oh, sorry, wait, CP or CCP?
The Koi CP.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I just placed CCP below.
Where's the first CCP?
I don't know what that... I assume they're platoon level CCPs, the ones that are being marked there.
Yeah, mine says second.
Yeah, second CCP, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a medic, so I haven't established one. We're going to have to call you in to...
Yeah. Like, in the case of, like, 1 casualty, 2 casualty at the section level, like, feel free to just get your squad leader just to drop a very small security element with him, push on, send it up. I'll send the Casovac teams out to him. In the case of a mass casualty situation, get the platoon sergeant setting up a platoon level CCP, and once again, I'll send the Casovacs out and bring them all back. Just don't fucking stand around the casualties and hold your dicks for like 20 minutes.
Right. Final thing, putting this down as well. Succession of command will obviously be fairly simple. It will be myself, then down to the 2IC, then the first section commander, second section, not section commander, first platoon commander, second platoon commander, Koi sergeant major, and then going through ascending orders through these section commanders. Yeah, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3. And if it reaches that point, we're probably fucked. I think that's the company level briefing at this point. I will leave it now for the platoon leaders to take it.
All right, first platoon. All of my section leaders got the op order that I wrote up. We're doing it as per that plan. A quick overview. You'll have very short time, just essentially holding for desync at the initial. I want you to move to that FUP ASAP. Get there. Then we'll conduct radio and gear checks. Move to our hold point short of phase line and Glenleviot, which is the move form up point. Once we're clear to move forward, we'll move to the assault FUP to prepare to actually engage. Now that's going to be far enough back from the edge of the forest so that we will not be able to be seen by the enemy, but it will be possible for us to observe them. We're going to get there and hold for second to get into position. Once they are ready, we are going to move quickly to the assault positions, which are marked 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. 1 section, I will probably kick you out a little early so that you can establish your blocking position right there. Make sure that nothing pushes through. If anything goes forward, make sure to call that out. 2 section and 3 section. Move to those points once. We'll make sure to coordinate with second platoon. You will be supporting their push on objective teapot. However, you will need to be very vigilant about PID. Make sure that you are not engaging friendlies. Once second platoon has taken teapot, you're going to prep to move, moving through waypoint 1 and 2, bounding forward and quickly getting into town. I'm going to emphasize your quick movement to the west side of town so that we can scan all of that, everything west of town to try and find any trucks we may miss. IDing trucks is paramount. I will most likely give you... No. We will be passing forward as many MAWS rounds as we can to 1 section, but HQ may give you a couple extra. I think we have some crossloads as well. Essentially, just push through there. All of the buildings have numbers on them, but those are for second platoon. We are going to be assaulting through this using the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta markers. The initial plan for the assault, if we have to clear through the entire town, is to first clear out Alpha and Bravo, then Charlie and Delta probably simultaneously. In that case, second platoon gets the west side, second section gets the west side, third section gets the east side. That's pretty much it. Once the trucks are located and destroyed, second and third section will fall back exactly in the way that they moved into there through the 2 waypoints, where they will set up security at their assault points. 1 section will fall back to the group, and we will all fall through the assault form up to the move form up. Keep it short on the radio net. Obviously, detecting those targets is absolutely imperative, so try not to talk over each other on the section net. I will be on there. Comsig is per card. That should be pretty much it. Do I have any direct questions from my squad leads? 1 2's done. Oh, 1 2, go ahead.
1 2. I need a clarification on which platoon will initiate fires on objective teapot, and then let's answer that first. Sorry about that.
Okay. 2 platoon is going to be engaging objective teapot. Your main point is to sever enemy reinforcements from Walle along ASR Able. So you will just be firing essentially northwest from your assault points to make sure that the enemy cannot overwhelm 2 platoon when they're taking teapot.
Yeah, just basically my concern was that I'm assuming that enemy is going to probably try to assault our position as well, so I'm assuming 3 section will be the main support force, and we're going to act more of a security towards the valley. But this is 2.
Well, 1 section will be able to cover everything south of the last 2 buildings. You are going to be covering ASR able, 3 section is going to be there. This should not be a long time here. That's going to be a maybe 5-minute push through onto objective teapot. 2 section and 3 section are just there to provide a little bit of extra security while they wait for 2nd platoon to occupy support by fire positions, which will enable you to begin your movement into Walle. Remember, you've got a 20-minute timeline, as mentioned in the op board, from the step off. Once 2nd platoon has occupied teapot, you have 20 minutes to move into town, acquire and destroy the trucks. Remember, sweeping through town is not the objective here. Destruction of the fuel and ammo trucks is the objective. So you're going to be not holding there for long. We're going to stay aggressive, we're going to stay fast, and we're going to move into town to destroy those trucks soonest. If we can locate and destroy them from back near our position in the tree line, so much the better.
Any other questions for him?
Anything else? All right, 1 platoon's done.
All right, 2nd platoon. Currently, I've got Bloodbane, Skin, and as word is squad or section leaders, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna cross the phase line. Is it Glenlivet?
Glenlivet, it's, I believe, Scotch.
Okay, whatever. Okay, the company LD formation and order of movement will be 3rd, 2nd, and then 1st sections. Once we cross the LD, Azort, you're assigned to the north security security position. Okay, your task is to basically set up an ambush up there to block any forces entering or exiting the company main objective.
So I'm basically just camping at the crossroad and ambushing people?
Roger.
Joy.
Okay. Then from there we'll move on to basically a 270 degree azimuth generally. Bloodbane, you feel comfortable with leading that?
Sure.
Okay. I'm looking at the platoon moving in team wedges, squad columns, and then 1 squad behind the other. Bloodbane's followed by Skin. Once we get to the 2nd platoon objective rally point, we'll do a quick security halt. Then we'll move probably forward about 20 yards or something like that. That'll be the release point where Bloodbane, you will move to second or the 2-2 support by fire position, and Skin, you will move to the assault position 1. Okay, should we not be try to get in a position without getting compromised, but should we get compromised, SBF, just go ahead and open up. It's gonna be pretty quick. You'll shift fire north west on primary is probably getting FM, but as soon as you start seeing the Skin squad break the wood line and start clearing those, I need you to go ahead and shift fire all the way to the right where the basically the 2nd platoon SBF is at. Just shift fire that direction and then lift fire. Once we take an objective teapot, we'll quickly consolidate, reorganize around LOA 1, and we will set in 2nd platoon's SBF. My intent is to mass fires in the area of Bravo and Alpha. Make sure you designate your teams to fire on not on just one building. The idea behind that is that we're going to mass fires there to facilitate 1st platoon's assault into those areas. As soon as I get a signal from 1st platoon or the CO to shift fire, we're going to shift fire to around shift fire right to buildings 8 and 9, and then we'll continue to shift fire to the north as they start clearing buildings. Eventually, we're going to have to lift fire. If you once they're in the town, I would appreciate if first platoon leader would make sure you kind of update us on where you guys are at, so I can keep a wall of steel in front of you.
We'll be pushing updates on progress through the sectors on CompanyNet.
I don't know. Are you going to mark anything on the outside so we can see your progress?
I will attempt to put down signals. However, we don't have enough smoke or flares or anything like that, and you won't be able to see the chem lights. We don't really have any signaling devices. We can do it with, you know, some sort of weapon fire or something, but that's unlikely.
All right. Listen up, second platoon. It is my intent that we put a massive amount of fires into the foothold vicinity objective 1, 2, 3, and 4 to kill any enemy and facilitate first platoon's assault. We also need to make sure that if we have any smoke whatsoever via, I think we have M79s. Is that correct?
You do have M79s, yeah.
If they have smoke, lay it down in front of them of building 2 and 1 to give them cover when they break through the wood line from their assault position.
It's like 150 meters at the most from two sections, assault point to building 1. I'd rather just not have the smoke on there. We have enough natural cover. There's a little bit of a low tree line through there. It's a short distance to move, and that smoke's just going to benefit. I know the AI doesn't really deal with it, but it's just going to make things confusing on our initial assault. Good suppressive fire should be enough.
No smoke then, guys. As we're, I fully expect within 20 minutes that you'll start receiving armored vehicles. Make sure you have AT prepped and ready to go. I don't want anything to penetrate below the 173 grid line. You understand that?
Yeah. I have 2 questions. First off, what's our plan for casualties? Basically, do we just... Because we're basically separated from the entire platoon, and we're probably... If they come down with armored vehicles, it's not going to be a good time for us. So should we pull back and then ambush them further down the road if it comes to that, or just what?
I want you to block them.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're a blocking force.
Yeah, I want you to block them so they're not.
One quick suggestion. I don't know if you have a satchel. I do have a satchel. I could possibly pass off an extra satchel to you so that 2-3 could possibly toss them down in the middle. Wait, if they needed to.
I actually have a satchel as well.
If you can get them, in one of those choke points and block them, I think you'll be able to slaughter the shit out of them.
Yeah. All right.
Okay? And that security position is just a vicinity, so you can move it, 100 meters north, 100 meters south, wherever you need to. I'd keep it in the south if I were you.
We'll set up an ambush. I'm not worried about it. Whoever was offering a satchel, give it to incompetent once we get in game.
Yeah, that's one platoon lead. Yeah, sure. When we're at the FUPs, I'll find you.
Any questions from my squad leaders?
Yeah, weapon. It's sorry, 2-1. What happens if there's enemy contact in that field between us and first platoon? Well, just to avoid shooting first platoon.
You're gonna.
Well, the company CP is gonna be right there, so they should be able to see anything that's in that field. Also, you gotta be judicious about you're gonna have to return fire, but they should be able to take care of that. I don't know. Just be careful. If there's anything in there, we've got several elements that would be able to have eyes on that. If are they gonna have a platoon stacked in the middle of the field? Probably not. If they do, it's good for us. But generally, we're gonna try to control fires south. So I'm not saying don't fire south. I'm just saying don't, be accurate.
Do I see a question?
Send it.
How do you want the CCP to be handled again?
Hey, just follow the assault initially, and as soon as we start, don't go beyond the assault position, but probably generally near this assault position. That's where we'll start taking casualties. You'll set up the CCP there, And then once we establish the second platoon SBF, the CCP will be directly behind the SBF.
Copy.
Any other questions?
So am I understanding that where there's enemies coming from both Messendorf and Offen?
Enemies coming from a lot of places. The most likely route is through that crossroads that 2-3 is going to hold. There are also enemies coming from Wolfhausen and Bergen. The top 3 all funnel through that crossroads. Wolfhausen comes up a little bit differently. My one section is supposed to block any movement through that road, but if the reinforcements from Wolfhausen show up, we're a little bit screwed at that point. We need to accomplish this quickly. We need to stay aggressive on the attack so that we don't have to deal with them.
All right, I think that's everything covered. Any final questions, comments, issues?
I guess a gameplay question, Evan. So when we complete the objective, does it automatically end, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does, but we just plan for a withdrawal anyway. It's more tactical, and in case anything goes wrong.
Next version will have extract by Chinook.
King, can you pop in just a company formal point there at the start, just so I can get with you, just in case we're not?
Yeah, sure. Hang on. I'll make it easy. Park is in the middle. You see that, Teal?
Martin Group.
There.
Got it, yeah.
Alright. That's fine then. I think that's everything. Alright, take it in.
All right, taking us in. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Status?
Oh, sweet, pre-colored.
Do not tempt me, status.
Yeah.
King West.
No, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I'm there.
It's fine, we'll do it. Also, you guys have scopes? Do you have an MVG scope? It's pretty bulky. I can see shit.
We got an L2 HV. Oh, I'm so happy.
Alright, either way. Red team is on me, blue team is on boys. It's marked yellow. We don't have radios, which means
Yeah, no.
Willis has to try to stay as close as possible to me, and he's gonna have to repeat everything to you guys.
You can turn up your volume.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the shop.
Do you want to know how we're cross-loaded, Rambo?
Say what?
Do you want to know how we're cross-loaded?
No, I was already told it's supposed to be 8 times rockets, 2 times HDP, and I believe 900 mags or something like that, or 1700.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Hey Louise, how much do you weigh?
36.
Okay.
Now it's the time to fix any of the weight issues.
I'm
Any of you guys
34,
too heavy?
MG,
you
yeah.
want to give me one more box for myself?
Spiller,
What's up?
how much you weigh?
28. I was at 34, but somehow my spare barrel
Yeah, it
disappeared.
changes when you go in. Do you want one of the belts off me then?
Yeah, sure.
Because I weigh 35, so... Just shuffle me back a bit.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna, guys, stand by
Okay.
to move to the format point. Looking
Is
for a
this-
road here.
The road south of you.
Thanks, you be my buddy.
Alright.
Lohi and Bertrand would be second.
How's your weight now?
32.
Cool.
Rambo,
Yeah.
the buff is that way, about 100 meters southwest, other side of the road.
Alright, 1 and 2, stand by to move. I'm gonna walk us out. Once we're in formation, let's keep a column. Red and blue.
Moving out and walk.
Yeah, walking. Walking.
We are 50 meters south of the pizza. And here we are.
1, 2.
Louise, are you desyncing?
Apparently.
Yeah, you're walking in place right now.
Damn. Sorry about that. 1, 2, halting.
Okay, guys. Open up your map. Do you guys have maps?
Avram.
If you open up your maps, we're currently at 1 platoon form up.
Copy.
Which is at grid 665, 169. This is what's gonna happen. We'll be moving west approximately 300 meters across the MSR.
Alright.
And stand by at platoon line, Glenville, Glenlivet.
Rambo.
Why?
Yeah.
You get.
How many do you have?
Wait, do you want me to put a chem light on me?
8 meg.
No.
The fuel trucks were spotted. The first one by the recce team.
I'm here, right
Hang on.
here.
You're gonna have to do this later when we're moving. Just write it down or something.
Right,
Okay.
You got. I'm gonna put them on the road. Actually, that's probably easiest.
Okay, I can access my gear too if you want.
We'll just do it this way.
It's fine.
Okay, there are 8 chem
Are
lights
we-
if you need 'em.
Alright,
Are
cool.
we all wearing camo?
All right. Where are my other squad leads? I need. Where the fuck did SC fan get off to? Where the fuck did you guys get off?
Shouldn't team leaders get one as well?
Go ahead. Yeah.
You're not actually wearing these.
Yeah, we're not.
Marking of targets.
For marking buildings, actually, yeah.
They're
Blues,
not
I'm gonna
for-
give you a
do
couple.
not- Do not put these things on. They make you a glowing target.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in front.
There you go. There's 3. Anyways, as I was, we're at 1 platoon format point. We're gonna be
Okay,
moving
we gotta
west
find-
approximately 300 meters to platoon line Glenlivet. Our scout is currently scanning out the objective and is gonna send a contact report to that company. Once we have that, there is gonna be a green to go to assault form up, which is again approximately 300 meters to the west. And from there, I believe we're gonna be released to our position at 2 section marker. And our job there is to be standing by to support 2 platoon, which is going to be to the north as they assault objective teapot. Objective teapot 658-170. Right there, we're going to be have to be careful with contact towards the valley, so I'm going to set up an element as a security towards waypoint 1, just to cover that small patch of 3. Anything that comes there is super dangerous to us. Let's see, probably gonna have Louis, your team's gonna do that. So we're gonna have positioning is always gonna be blue left, red right, blue left, red right. Once 1 platoon takes objective teapot, they will set up base of fire, and we will be moving, assaulting the town through waypoints 1 and waypoint 2. Our job is going to be clearing buildings 2, 4, 7, 6, and upwards, while 3 section is going to be clearing the east side of MSR McAllen. 1 section is going to be below us to the south, and they're going to be covering south security. Now, my concern is towards the west. and I'm most likely gonna set up again a team that's gonna be, or at least 1 or 2 guys that are gonna be just covering that ASR cane and to the west. I don't want to be hitting the west flank. So I'll set it up once we get there. But the whole idea is it's a raid. We get in, we get eyes on the trucks, we blow them up, we get out. Simple. To that end, how many ATs do we have? Spilla, you have 1. Lewis has 1. Sinks has 1. Cal has 1. So that's 4 ATs. And then we have a Moss with Zika. Okay, Zika, those Moss are going to be mostly for the heavy targets if we're going to have any type of armor. So I want to use these M72s first. Anyways.
Yeah, heavy armor should be from the...
Are there any questions for the plan?
Negative.
Alright.
Are we moving platoon car or platoon lane?
Yeah, platoon column. 1 is going to be the guiding element.
Right.
We're going to be moving behind 2. Which one squad lead is Job. 2 squad lead is Asifan. Aquafair is platoon lead. CO is Kingslayer. Alright. According to the timetable, we're supposed to be... right. Never mind. We're on schedule. We're waiting. Holding for competition, the order.
If we stick to the time.
1, 2. So, succession of command, I get killed, Lewis picks up my radio, checks in, all that stuff. If he gets killed, then somebody else is gonna have to pick it. I would say probably one of the MGs. Since
I have 148 as well.
you do?
Mhm.
Okay. Well then. No 343, right? Yeah.
Nope.
I hate this gun. It's like so big. It
Yeah,
takes
it's
my
bulky as
half of my screen.
But you're the only one that can see in the dark.
Well, and then if I put the scope on, then it blinds me. I'm like blind
yeah,
right now.
that's true.
And then
So
take it off. You can see anything. Also.
yeah, I mean, there's an alternate fire mode, which is a little better. But anyways, like, I'm gonna just have it down, and I'm probably not gonna fire or fire in the emergency. It was the exact same weapon the last regular event.
Well, it was the same mission.
No, it wasn't. No.
No, it wasn't another one.
But the weapons.
I'm pretty sure I played this mission.
No,
It was the same map, but
yeah. It was a raid, but it was like on a base raid. And there were
I could be in.
respawns, which was terrible. There was a respawn and now you would
Yeah, I
run.
heard the last Reich event wasn't very good.
No. Although, for Crass it was the best, one of the best things. Depends how you look at it.
Really?
Yeah, man. And it's time. We are now 20 seconds behind schedule. So, 30 seconds.
Stand by to move. One, 2 act, standing by for 1-1 to move. Stand by, guys. 1-2 walking.
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 Moving out on the walk.
Let's step up to the side and wait for.
Yeah, this with all the shots could be quite something.
Oh, they just spotted
Where's 3?
It's still.
I
ahead of
assume my
us,
team speed
up
just
to our
crossed.
southwest.
Access my rocket without dumping my rocket.
But aren't we supposed to be in front of them?
We are. They're gonna wait until we go.
Oh, I
past.
see. I understand.
Yeah, there you go.
Silly me.
Am you company or are you platoon?
Platoon.
This is platoon HQ.
What can I do for you?
Right, moving.
Red team moving.
Hold you one second, space. There you go.
Kevin.
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, well, if we had flashlights.
This is gonna get dark.
Yeah.
Comes down to inertial navigation, guys. My screen is now completely black.
Mine as well.
I can at least see the trees slightly, just the layer of seeing myself.
I can see the sky now. I'm using the sky, the stars. I think we took a wrong turn. Oh no, there we are. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, pausing.
Oh, don't pause for me, gentlemen.
Oh, we won't pause for you and Albatross. Moving again.
Especially.
Sergeant, do you have flares, star shells and so on?
Hey,
I don't think I have any flares, no.
I have zero sensor direction right now, so just let me know when we pass the phaser line.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yep. Send it. Yeah, it'll be close to that.
I think we might be a little further.
Louis, I seem to have star shells.
Somebody died. Excellent.
Holding. Holding.
Holding.
Louis, I have 4 star shells.
No, you're good.
Sorry, second.
So we're just keeping it.
Okay, cheers.
We're cleared to move to our assault FUP, right?
Merchant is in assault and up ahead.
Albatross?
Yeah.
Are we clear to move to the assault FUP yet?
Alright, 3 section
He
halt.
said through phase
Oh.
one, so I would assume.
Taking the
All right.
halt 350.
I'll try.
Oh boy, there's Dishkums.
Okay, all 1 units, we are moving due southwest for approximately 30 seconds. Then we are moving due west until we hit the assault point.
So are we at the move FPP now?
Okay, then.
We're north
Southwest
of it.
for 30 seconds.
Okay.
And west, so.
Remember we have 4-star shells.
And we're moving out again pretty soon, like 20 seconds.
No.
It's the first time I've ever heard someone not from Scotland use time as the unit of measurement for distance.
No, Bertrand, the grenadier.
It's 2 white and 2 red.
Zero, this is 1 over.
Walking. Walking.
We are currently passing baseline flat limit to our assault FPP.
Alright, 3 up and moving.
Yeah.
Moving. 3 moving.
No, don't do that. Don't stay out.
Working.
Apparently we're guiding more left.
You meant that, yeah.
I'm right here.
Holding.
Anyways, let's talk about some stuff here. I'm expecting, like, it's gonna be like this, probably on the open, obviously. Lit by moonlight, a little easier to see. Patrols southwest in the forest. 1 section marker. You guys see the map markers?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Rambo, what's our approximate?
3C and then that's that. Contact west.
Interrogative. Are they within the tree line?
What?
1-1. This 1-0. Interrogative. Are they within the tree line or out in the open? Copy. Could you give me a rough grid? I think we've got
3 section, pause.
players there.
Oh.
Okay, we're still gonna move here. Okay, so there's the opening, I believe.
Something in it when you.
0 Romeo, this is
and
1.
You can hunker down. Do not under fire. Obviously scan.
Copy.
What else?
1-1, this is 1-0.
Unless
Be advised, you are going to be responsible for dealing with possible patrols to the southwest of your position. Enemies moving along MSR McAllen. Break.
It's
0
your
Romeo,
position
this is
supposed to
1-0.
be what, northwest?
I
or
can
correct?
change
This is
it.
1,
2
Roger.
section. Your assault position is now shifted over towards where the HQ marker is. We have identified 2 trucks, 2 of our objective trucks, south of Building 1 in Sector Bravo. Break.
Hey, Hawkwood.
Okay. Those are now 2 sections' responsibility. 1-0 out. Yeah, send it.
Recce Patrol is at our HQ position. They don't want us to shoot them.
Confirmation, not exactly.
Copy.
Either way.
All 1 section, this is 1-0, be advised. Recce Patrol is now at that HQ position, which is 2 sections assault position.
We're gonna need
they just be careful when you're moving forward.
moving to the HQ position.
So Recce
HQ's
are HQ's destination.
Assault at BP.
Yes.
Okay.
Set up APs for that and destroy.
0, this is 1.
I'm thinking.
What? I have no idea.
Let's set up.
Yes.
0, 1 is currently at our assault at BP. Over.
I'm sorry.
Would you like me to move up and rendezvous with those recon guys?
Yes. RV with them.
The right truck.
Find the position. Do you have a radio?
I have a long range, yes.
Yeah.
0, this is 1
Find
out.
them. Call it in.
Okay.
Set up for the left truck, and then one of that AT is gonna stand
Send your
by
message.
if one of them misses.
Are we doing this with the M72?
Why not?
Yes.
Oh, who are those
Negative.
guys?
1-1, you're holding position.
Although,
2 section.
I mean, I don't know.
is moving towards
What
there.
do you think? Should we
Attack.
stay the M72s?
I think so. What's the option? We'll waste them all, I think.
You would waste them all?
Yes, affirmative. We'll push you forward as soon as seconds.
I'm thinking we'll use Moss on one of them, and then for the other one we'll just use M72, okay? But then we'll have another M72 if one of them misses.
Hey,
Rambo, what it really boils
Yeah.
down to.
Okay, we've got a lot more contact south of the village, which means, again, you're shifting over to the HQ position.
I got that.
Section's still going to say where they are. You are still a primary assault force. But what you're going to do is you and 1 section are going to kind of move at the same time to your support positions. You are going to be assisting them with destroying enemy personnel south
0,
of
this is 1.
Walle
Confirm we are at
we
our
go through, and you will be when we are essentially initiating all of that attack at the same time that 2 initiates theirs, 2 platoon initiates their attack on objective T5. You and 1 section are going to start lighting up enemies to the west. When you do that, you are going to destroy those trucks at that point as well.
Who's initiating first?
It's not going to be, one shot and everybody goes. You're just going to be engaging as best you can once I clear it.
Guys, so I'm not concerned about north anymore, I'm concerned about west.
Well, you're going to be moving in, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're not concerned about assault.
What's your current position?
What?
What's your current position?
We're essentially at the assault at we're pretty much exactly there. Is
that right?
68.
Aqua.
Yeah.
I've been given the order to move to our assault position.
All right, we're going to get these going with this. Okay, so Randall, you understand where you're going?
I got it.
Okay, so you're going to get there, do that. 3 seconds is going to be the initial bound there, so they're going to make that first move to waypoint 1. You're going to follow up, okay?
Okay.
0, this is 1 negative. Negative.
Okay, all 1 section is clear to the assault points.
Be blue, be aware of friendlies to our north.
I've spoken to 2 seconds. He's going to be the HQ marker. He's going to be having more responsibility to the west. 1 section, you're moving to a predetermined marker. 3 sections, same. Let me know when you have reached those positions. Stay cautious. Weapons are yellow.
Hello, here.
Yep.
You'll be responsible
Should
for
fucking echo it then.
M72 towards the left truck, alright? I'll call you to
Alright.
prep
Our
80.
plan hasn't changed too much, but
Alright.
people's
What's
changed.
up?
I'll have the standby
weapons
Facing
are still
west,
yellow.
blue left, red right, wedge.
And if 2 platoon starts opening
Where
up, we go to
did
weapons
you say?
3.
I'm responsible. No, color hazes. Let's
When
form
we
off
moving,
lane.
is she?
Blue on the left.
Okay, quick brief for
Once 2 session moves out more.
Moving 300 meters to the
We go
west.
into the same position,
The
yeah?
HQ march.
Yeah, same as
marker.
before.
We have 210 struck on the south side of the town, which we are to destroy. We're gonna hold fire.
Let's start moving out this
northwest. The fires go. Blue team is gonna be primarily responsible for west security towards MSR McAllen and the patrol end. Red team is gonna be responsible for anything coming from the south, from the town basically, with the 2 trucks marker. Anything that's red team. Also the waypoint 1 marker. Well, that's where.
Clear. Blue responsible for south and in the south.
Alright. Let's move up. We don't wanna
Moving over the walk.
Moving. Moving.
That's why I think holding the wall for the other and not use them in the truck.
Yeah, exactly. But we can use this one off.
I would say, go with 72, see who blows up, shoot blow up. If it doesn't, then
Don't try with the monster with the other guy. You need to stop on those two as well, so you can pick up the monster. This is a little hill, 100 meters to the west.
They're moving west. Blue team.
can we spread out it to the left?
Yeah. Hey, who are you guys? Are you guys from
Graham, pass it down. Bring it up. Right on one.
That's one. Yeah. Say what?
Oh, we lost Galloway.
Remember we lost.
The what?
We lost Connor Hicks.
Oh, he was
no, he had a 72, he was rifleman.
Graham, move front. Screen the open position front. Move now.
One team moving northwest.
Checking those way.
Alright, Kevin, maybe you two are gonna hold.
Shifting northwest.
Go for Jimbo.
I'm gonna have to go soon.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay, status.
Just so you know.
Status. If you maybe you could drop
Oh,
your kit.
I see the village buildings.
Thanks, man. Go. Are you doing it right now?
Got him.
And fucking move through here.
Thanks, man.
I can't get my MG mounted anywhere.
Everyone
Oh, well.
Status.
go
Yes,
low.
yeah.
On my back, you want?
I'd rather keep
Spread
walking.
it to the left if you can.
It's alright, I can take a quick burst on this guy on ordered foot. And then I'll just burn out and start hosing stuff. How many belts do you have on you?
3 belts for you. Brando has 1,000 trucks.
A lot of people really enjoyed the briefing.
Contact is west infantry by the Camonet.
Status got armed.
Yeah, it appears we have lost status. He is status fat. Oh, shit.
There's no debating that.
Clever one, Graham. Very clever. See if I can back up and find a tree with a clear sight line.
Yeah. Do you have eyes on the truck?
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, you did Bertrand.
Okay, weapons steady. They've got a shot.
So that's all the way to the left there.
I'm just gonna use this like a sniper rifle with 100 bullets.
like how you use 203s with, you know, explosions.
Yeah, you use 203s like sniper rifle. You don't have to be accurate with.
Sorry about that. Kale, I'm your new buddy.
Yeah, between
Do you have a
trucks
grenade
and
launcher?
I wish. I only have a law.
Hi, Kale.
Yep.
I'm now off to
Why
your
didn't they give me
left.
Yep, see it.
They don't want
Really
to
poor
make
eyes
it
on
easy
there.
for or make it hard for everybody else.
I don't see anything.
All the way to the buildings to the right.
Is there even a slot?
So it's your priority with the MG is
Lewis.
trucks and slightly right of that.
I joined into the right
Kale, there's another squad in front of
Kale?
you
I
on
didn't
the
leave
left
that
here.
slot, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Kale?
Yes.
You'll be responsible for firing at the leftmost truck with 72.
I have no eyes, and there was another squad directly in front of me.
Damn it. I'll ask Rumble for us to spread it a bit.
There is a hole now, I think, on your right. I'll just check.
Rumble. Blue is right behind 1-1. We don't have any space there.
Yeah, exactly. I just told him.
Kale?
Yes.
Oh, you're a signaler. No problem. I just wondered
No,
which
I'm
group
not.
you're with.
I'm with 1-2, not Sigma.
Well, you're with 1-2.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
the far left of 1-2. We
Okay.
just realised
We'll
we've got
move a little
1-1
bit
in.
to your left.
Yeah, they're sorting that out. I'm waiting. I think we're going to move to our right because we have 1-1 in front of us.
Note.
Go ahead, Jimbo.
Okay, 6.
Okay, our job is to cover the south part of town. We're butted up inside of 2 section
6,
right now.
only enemy that I see right now is
If possible, if we can
infantry
shift
on the
just a
left
little
side
bit
of
to
the
the south,
leftmost
we'll
truck.
cover the gap
He's
between
standing
red team
right on
and
the left of the
1-2.
planet there. You might
Copy.
be able to see his helmet. So that will be your
right behind.
priority target once we start to fire. It's the only guy I see.
Jimbo, take our old position. Move your team and take our position. We're
Okay,
gonna move
moving
southwest.
down to your old position now. Blue team,
I
follow
see him
Jim.
from exactly where I am here, so if you need...
Can we move forward now, Lewis?
I can see him.
Okay.
Lewis, 1-1's vacated the area, so can we move forward?
Okay, well, I need to shift south a lot more than since
1-1 shifted.
Yeah. They weren't talking about blue team. Liz, you think you can shift south?
Alright, I think so. Have a look.
Lewis, they've actually moved. 1-1's no longer here. Can
Okay,
we move
Brendan.
forward?
Yes, move to the end of the tree line, just stay concealed and in cover. Try to get eyes... Oh, you have eyes from here, the Clemonet. So your responsibility is to take the leftmost truck.
Right, once I get eyes, I'll let you know.
I can see it from here.
I just don't want to discuss them, red team has shifted a little bit. Okay, Lewis.
Right, copy that.
Mhm.
Right, eyes on.
Is that house in front of us at 300 on the right side of the road?
Okay.
Is that it? On the right or not?
What do you mean by it?
Well, here's what we need to do. We're gonna blow up these trucks, then we're gonna move up. I wanna get the closest target position, which is that house at 320 with that tank or whatever it is. You see it, the small one? From there, we're probably gonna have to down towards west, not exactly much there. Looks like there's just some kind of retarded fence. Our main building are gonna be the buildings to the right of the road, which is that lit up house at 370. That's where we're gonna have to get. So
Right of the road?
yeah, we're gonna be clearing everything to the right.
So did he change that?
I didn't change that. We're to the west, right? We said we are supposed to clear the west.
Yeah, west is left side of the road, just beyond the road.
Oh, I'm sorry, left. Yes, the lit up house.
There it is.
Yep, yep.
The only problem that I have is moving with these trucks that are gonna be blown up. So it's gonna be retarded.
A bit. And my fear is moving across 3-section line of fire.
Oh, what? 3-section line of fire? Well, no.
Okay.
No, 3 sections cover north. I mean,
fine.
The plan was to move to waypoint 1 and waypoint 2. Waypoint 1 is the woods towards north.
Dude, have
waypoint
2
2 is one
platoons
of
take
those
care of the
buildings
entire.
at 300. So I guess what we're gonna do is just gonna have to bound team per team from building to building when he's gonna call, which we can't really call. As soon as you don't see one of the teams moving, the next team moves. And our target building is, let's say that's house 300, the 2-story one. And then from that house we're gonna try to push west, across the road.
Right. Are you going to move west first?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move first. Alright, we have the AT set up, ready to go.
Q should be. I think it's
We have somebody covering the go.
Yes, DMG.
Find out.
The spill, I don't have any other targets except to the north. There's a lot of targets to the north.
Hey Louise,
I would imagine
one
more
was shifted. Is our sector of fire shifted?
Are you gonna have to watch it?
No, not at all.
One is gonna move in. I mean, 2 platoons is gonna move in to that location. So you're gonna have to engage and then disengage. You can't hear me, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you think? We don't know?
Bit worried about my back blast though. It's the best I can do unless I go forward.
Yeah, that's fine.
50 meters.
Good to know you're in. No, I think it's a bit more.
100? Okay.
150. If you look at the map,
Say 100, 100 and a bit.
150 normally. If you measure from the map, 100, between 100 and 150.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Couple hundred over the middle.
Guys, so again, this is gonna look something like that. We open as soon as everyone opens fire. I'm gonna give the fire. Blue's gonna give order to fire. Trucks roll up. Red team is gonna move to bearing 220, try to stack up in the closest house. As soon as we're stacking on the security side, blue team will move up next house. Blue team is stacked to security, and so on and so on.
Okay.
I will actually give you command personnel before we do that. We're gonna ask command. Make sure command knows that we are moving in.
Okay, so you went alternate on.
Get fucking light.
Yeah, I think that's better. But looking at the counter reports, we will have enemies to our south.
All sections to be advised, we are attempting to determine what the threat EAA is to our position. If it turns out that
there are going to be
need to be destroyed before
6
we do any
guys
movement.
north of the 3 times trucks marker, approximately 50 meters.
Jesus
You
fucking
to
Christ,
do
how
it.
do you get confused
There is a
between
1 times.
missiles? Away.
North of the 2 trucks. It looks like there's 1 times technical on the 3 times. On the 2 trucks.
So, but 2 platoon is starting with the people here.
Yeah. And they're gonna take that before we
Yeah, so they will drag a bit of the attention to them.
We have a grenade launcher.
Okay, well, Fan will figure it out quickly. That's what
Okay,
PSP
we want to
is for.
prep that entire area of houses. In fact,
What?
310.
So we gotta figure out what
red
no,
fish
you don't
thing
get
is.
it.
I want
We
grenades
have to
there.
figure out what it is.
Right.
That it can
Then
just
anywhere else.
turn and threat.
There might be enemies. Basically, when we go in, everything needs to be dead.
Hey
Hey Rambo,
Okay.
back all the way back. You can switch tail back when you need to.
The what?
He's a good commander, but he
Pirate
takes
just
forever.
jet back in.
You can take forever.
Lovely. Alright. Don't
Is
think
there
about this fast.
teleport?
Our timeline is blown at this point.
I'm not gonna fucking kick people now off and then have others teleport.
Is that it? No, I mean just.
No,
switch
he didn't say
tails.
kicking, just switching colors.
Yeah. Alright. Solid copy.
But I would say
also,
if he comes,
be
for now it
advised,
should be
that
fine.
is Eagle of Sight, marked by the AA. You are disregarded and taken out at some
I'll just keep
Bertrand,
Yes.
your priority with HE 320, just right side of the tall building.
320.
Just put some AG there. Hail, you're clear, fireman. Oh, there you go. Nice job. Two trucks is
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Hold fire.
Dude.
Bertrand.
Yes.
Bertrand?
Yeah, where do you want me?
Keep those AG going, man.
Oh, okay.
320.
320, okay.
Oh, we're taking more distance, 400 meters. You don't have more? Behind us, basically. How many grenades?
Man running up. Engage.
Eyes on movement west.
Eyes on movement west.
You're clear to move, Rambo. He gave you a back.
What?
That was easy.
Moved through the points correctly. Everybody kept safe, kept behind, kept unseen. We located the targets effectively. We're ready to engage once two platoons started the fight. All of our initial targets were dead quickly, and we had destroyed the trucks. The one issue that we had was company had identified an AA position, and it took us a while to determine whether it was a AAA position or a SAM position, which obviously, you know, the AAA would have been a huge threat to us, and SAMs, we didn't even have to care. So that was the only hiccup we had. Things were dealt with quickly and effectively. Good job on all of my squad leaders. And now I need to go take a piss, which coincidentally is also codenamed Operation Urgent Fury.
Oh god.
Shut